All right, welcome back to the new episode of the No World Hate podcast. I'm not sure what number episode this is. We're
28.
we're recording this episode 28 after a terrible Monday night game. Honestly, let's just get this one out the way.
Ban the
before
Giants
we-
from Monday Night Football. Ban
Dude,
them.
Ben, how many more They have to play the Bills on prime time, dog. Like, we are not trying to see that. I don't know about
Who,
y'all,
the
but we will
Giants?
not be there. Yes, the Giants will be
Giants?
playing the Bills
Dude,
on Sunday Night Football. That's
Okay,
gonna be a massacre.
I need to just
next
like
week.
from a betting standpoint, like
don't know if
do
it's
not
next week
touch
or not.
anything. Not
No, they
touch
play
anything.
They play the Dolphins next week.
Like any team the Giants plays in, do not touch it. Like DK Metcalf can't even like get 50 yards because Daniel Jones throws 2 picks. Like the Giants had the ball the whole game and scored 3 points. They had like 70% time of possession in that game and scored 3 points. It was disgusting. I'm disgusted. That's all I have to say about
Yeah, this team might be drafting Caleb Williams. Like, they're that bad, and it's going
Really
south
should be
that
entering the
fast, bro.
sweepstakes.
It would be an interesting team to like get someone like him though.
Yeah,
Or that
Just
that
because like
Washington-
I
They
feel
are
like they could turn it around like a year if they had like
they are
way
in
better
that
quarterback.
category right now. Their
who's
offensive line
dude
is
from
horrid.
Washington, dude?
What?
Who's the dude from Washington? The QB.
Michael Penix Jr.
Oh yeah, but they have options that get Daniel Jones. Dude, that's
Like-
funny. They paid him $40 million, and we're like, yeah, we need to draft one of these nice QBs in this next draft. Like,
I mean,
Bro,
I
they
would
could have
say
taken Drake May, done the same exact shit they did with DJ. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's the thing. It's weird because like they needed to get to that point.
Who's
Like they
DJ?
could,
Daniel
Daniel
Jones.
they
Oh,
couldn't just
right.
get rid of Daniel Jones this year and be like, yeah, they're openly tanking. I mean, they could have done that, but like,
Yeah.
you're just gonna replace him with Andy Dalton rolling into the year. Like, nah, you sign him. I honestly, they should have been like playing hardball on a contract with him
Yeah.
and like sign him to a 1-year prove-it deal.
It was a weird situation because you couldn't do like him or Saquon long term both. But
Yeah.
I feel like I would have gone Saquon.
I don't know, but they have this dude's contract, and nobody's trading for that really. Because if he's off that team, he's probably gonna be a backup somewhere else. I'm just that low on Daniel Jones from what I've seen to start the season, bro. So
It's
Gi-
just like
Giants are bad.
I feel bad for him, but at the same time, like what do you even do? It's just like some of these people I feel
that's
like,
not
It's DJ Khaled. What does he even do, bro? Like,
it's just like yeah, I don't really have much to say.
I don't know what's going on in New York right now. Like,
Yeah, it's like they showed like a bit of like in like
Yeah,
They
they're
didn't-
literally just like a bit. They're
like
doing a bit right now.
last year. I feel like they looked like okay, maybe we could like kind of get something going, like
dude, the
make
fact
the
that
playoffs, and then it's just like
win a
Yeah.
game in the playoffs.
but they play
Yeah,
the
like-
Vikings, who are also like equally as fraud this year. So I don't know.
no.
All right, all right, all right.
1-3, 1-3.
Matter of the fact is, we all picked the Seahawks in this game. We all knew how it was gonna go.
Honestly, the
And,
Giants should like be kicked out of the league and like,
Yeah.
be replaced by like an XFL team like Georgia.
All right, all right. But without further ado, I guess that was like we had to get that out of the way. But I'm joined here by the usual cast and crew. No guest tonight. Before we get into the rest of the games, I just wanted to this is official. I'm giving my wild card round picks. I like the Rays versus the Rangers. I like the Blue Jays away at the Twins. Blue Jays are good on the road. I also like the Brewers at home versus the D-backs. I'll be at the Brewers game tomorrow, and then I like the Phillies at home versus the Marlins. Just had to get that out the way.
Dude,
Give me the Rays to win it all. Give me the Tampa Bay Rays to win it all, right there. Thanks. That's all I'm saying about that.
give me the Tampa Bay Rays.
I
Give me the Blue
placed.
Jays.
I just have to say I placed a future for the World Series contestants. I picked the favorite, the Braves versus the Astros.
That's a good bet. Like, it's a good play.
Rays make a comeback. They start playing like they did the first half of the season, and they
Name all the playoff teams.
So in the NL we have the Braves, the Dodgers, we have the D-backs at Brewers, and then we have the Marlins at the Phillies.
Yeah, sorry, the Phillies are winning.
Yeah, Phillies. Phillies
All
are
right.
winning and D-backs are winning. So
They're winning it all.
And then Ben, well, in the AL we have the Orioles, the Astros, we have the Blue Jays, at the Twins and the Rangers at the Rays. It's still the Phillies.
Yeah, Phillies are gonna
Alright.
win the World Series.
Bryce Harper, World Series MVP. Trey Turner.
I'm here for it.
Not Bryce Harper's gonna get injured or something.
Really?
No, that'd be sad.
That would be sad.
I don't know
Maybe
baseball.
Kyle Schwarber, World Series MVP. That'd be cool. Also,
I think they're gonna drop him before they make the playoffs.
I have two takes from someone who's been previously on as a guest. I had a chat with them earlier. In quotes from Mark Perlman, tried to warn Ben the Saints weren't competitive with the Bucks. Name value on that Saints team.
Bro, he was wearing an Ed Reed jersey, bro. It was not fair.
He said also mention the Titans are a sneaky dark horse in the AFC South, and all I gotta say about that is hashtag Mark was right.
But I can't believe that because I was all in on them. What was it, week 3, and then they fucked me against the Browns, and then they turn around and they just they pretty much do to the Bengals what the Browns did to them.
Yeah,
Titans. Yeah,
I don't know. All right, fellas, we had pretty decent weeks all around. No one went sub 500. We all had a lot of games the same. There was a few different. The first game of the week we had Thursday night. We were split 2-2. The Packers suffered a loss to the Lions. Gavin, what happened here? Why did Monty get 3 touchdowns? What happened on offense?
Well, I think a lot of it comes down to us not clicking immediately and being a very much second half team, and it's just putting too much pressure on a quarterback like Love, who's young, who's learning a system. Like you can't.
Bum.
All right, see, this guy up here is 0-4. He switches back from his quarterback being a god in the first half and then tanked for Caleb Williams. So we'll get into that later. But I mean, you can't play from behind. You can't just do massive comebacks every week. Quay Walker is a fucking idiot, and we would have won the game if it wasn't for him. But Ian's are fucking legit, and I'm not gonna sit here and say they're not. We probably will not end up winning this division. The Lions got Jameson Williams back. They're looking like the favorite. At least they were not the fucking bum ass Bears.
David Montgomery, I sat him in fantasy. I'm an idiot. He went off. Lions kind of just steered the game. I feel like there was moments where the play calling was pretty good for the Packers at least, and then there was certain moments that felt very lazy and just kind of coasting. And I feel like you just got to be present the whole 60 minutes. I think that the Lions they're here. The Seahawks loss was a fluke. It wasn't overtime. Close game. Could have gone either way. Lions could be 4-0 right now, but they're clearly the best team in the NFC North.
Yeah. On a more not raging take, we weren't gonna win that game, to be honest. It's just the Lions have over the last few years put together a really all around complete team. I feel like they don't lack in any category, and it's just if that's all clicking, they're a good team. They're a powerhouse. They have everything they need to win games. So,
I'd also like to mention about this game, Among Us St. Brown, 2 for 2 on primetime first TDs.
Wait, the guy that came on our pod?
No, not that guy. The actual player, wide receiver. He's 2 for 2 on first TDs
Sun God
prime time this year. Just something.
Yeah, he is. I was believing the Laporta,
who is a beast.
Yeah, who is a beast, and it was looking promising. He was marching him down the field, but of course, he went to Among Us, Amon-Ra, the Sun God.
Fellas, a few Thursday night games in. How are we feeling?
We're gonna have the best Thursday night game this week.
Yeah, they're putting the Week 5 graphic on the screen. It's got Justin Fields and Terry McLaurin. This shit is just like last year. Amazon is getting fucked, man.
Yeah, come on, man. Even the Lions Packers game, I think I was looking forward to, and even the Monday night games,
Personally, I think this game.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dude, we're in for a good game. Trust.
All right, he's obviously faded.
Yeah, I don't know
cocaine, bro.
what kind of I don't know if Walter White just came and served you some good blue meth, but I don't think
We're gonna.
I
I might go
was
see a fucking
personally
movie
at
next
this
Thursday. I
game
might take
last
my
year.
mom to see Dumb Money. I might
I was
actually go to
at
the
this
movie.
game last year in Chicago, and
You're
it
gonna miss
might
a
have
game,
been
bro.
the most atrocious thing I've ever seen in my life. And now,
Let's just knock it off already, bro.
the Commanders are actually good.
All right. Lions are good. Main takeaway from that game. Going into Sunday morning, we had the Toy Story game. Toy Story animation. Booger McFarlane casting the game, played on on the carpet in Andy's room. All of it was amazing. I had 2 screens set up. I was watching the actual feed, and then since the animated one was like delayed, you could always just look back like 2 minutes later, and you'd get to see the play. So that was nice.
Beyond Robinson juking that guy out on the
Dude,
Toy Story,
comedy.
that and the pick six, that was like everything I was hoping for when I found out this was gonna
When
happen.
they're just like, "Oh, and it's an interception," and it's like the little animated guy like running. It's like,
The
"Oh, and he's
alien,
taking it to the house." Yeah, like dude,
bro,
all of
the
that
alien
shit is
holds up the
so good,
touchdown
man.
sign.
Like
And Woody, yeah,
the
bro,
goalpost is like the letter blocks.
dude, like that
Look.
was pretty fire.
I picked the Falcons here. I'm going to deflect a little bit. I think the bigger issue of this game is the increasing use of AI and how it's going to be the end of this world. I mean, what are we doing?
Okay,
Why
so
are they AIing the game? What are we doing? I was on a flight. There's some lady next to me working on Lambda, Google Lambda, the AI. What are we doing? But I don't know. Like this
Okay.
game was just crazy. Like
also,
why are we doing Toy
also,
Story AI?
if you're listening, you gotta place my parlays, bruh. We're hot right now. 1 for 1 this weekend. The first leg, Jags -3 plus the Calvin Ridley TD anytime, and it came first. That was a good play. I feel like as much as the Jags won this game, they did not do shit to win this game. Like the defense won the game.
I mean, Desmond Ritter just had to play quarterback, so that was really it. It's like here Jacksonville, here's a win in London. They played 2 games in London.
Yeah. Okay. I was just about to mention that because I love Sunday morning games. Super excited for that. Also, there's a race at noon for F1 on Sunday. That's gonna get messy.
Nah, we're in Europe this week.
With our Falcons in London again.
Yep. The Jaguars are back to back in London. They're doing this as like a test to see how they like fare. Basically, this is like a test run for like the future. We shouldn't be surprised if we see teams doing like tours of Europe, like the Chiefs going to like London and Germany back to back.
No. Let's be real. There are teams that are assigned to countries out there. The Saints are France. The Falcons are Germany. I don't know any of the other ones, but I assume the Falcons are gonna. Yeah, the Falcons are Germany, man. It's crazy.
Bro,
Also, Arthur Smith, I just learned his dad is the fucking founded FedEx. Like what the
Yeah.
fuck? Yeah.
I mean, there's not much to talk about in this game. I mean, like
The game was kind of
Desmond
ass.
Ritter
it
just
was
like
it was
I gotta
insane.
say the game was pretty ass, but it is always nice to be able to watch every snap of a football game and sip your coffee at the same time. Like, love that.
Yeah,
But,
it's
I
like
mean-
I don't know if I would have needed this game on Red Zone. Like I'm glad that we got a little something before because the slate that we already had for 11 or 12, wherever you may be, was packed to the brim. I don't think that this game would have even fit in there. So I'm sure that's why they did that. with
What is
scheduling.
the first game on that noon one we predicted?
Dolphins and Bills.
Ooh.
He solo rode. He literally solo rode.
Ooh, I tried
Pause.
to tell
Pause.
you
He
guys.
solo rode all of us. Pause.
Tried to tell you guys that the Bills were gonna win this game, and everyone was like, "Dude, come on, man, the Dolphins, man, come on, man." Bro, Tua turned the ball over. Josh Allen's balling. In the past, I've said the window is not open. I'm here to say it. The window is here for the Bills. They
Yeah,
are ready.
you're smoking actual crack.
The Bills are ready. They're ready this year. This is a team that is ready.
Diggs dropped a hat trick, and they almost hung 50 on a team that just got done hanging 70 on a professional football team.
Think about
Like,
what that says about the Broncos
at
via the
home.
transitive property, what that says about the Bears via the transitive property.
bro, we're not
team
there
that
yet.
drops
We're not there yet. We're talking about the Bills.
Josh Allen,
Yeah.
3 TDs today.
Josh Allen,
That
my
first
early MVP pick.
Okay, that one he had where he starts spinning and he just runs down the line. They're throwing flags. It's on the Jags. Like, I don't know, or not on the Dolphins. I mean, the Bills were rolling.
Early on, we're gonna see a rematch of the 2021 divisional round. I don't know why we didn't get it last year. Like they just folded against Cincy, but Cincy is like, I mean, they're 1-3 out the gate. But, I mean, there's plenty of playoff like football to be played with. I still think they'll make the playoffs, whatever. But the Bills, I think it's Bills and Chiefs already.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to the Chiefs eventually. I have a good take about them, but Josh Allen, like just looking like a monster, using his feet. If we look at the stats for Tua, I mean 282, I mean 1 TD, 1 interception, did his thing. Devon Achan, I'm definitely not pronouncing it right. 8 rushes, 101 yards. Like what the actual fuck is he? Like
Yeah, he's pretty mid actually.
Yeah,
I-
someone's tried to trade him to me in our league for CeeDee Lamb, along with
I don't know.
another receiver I forgot.
Puka Nakua.
Yeah,
They sent
Yeah,
him to everyone.
it was BG.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he sent it to everyone.
Yeah.
yeah, he wanted me to give up Pollard for that.
Dude, I'll give up CeeDee Lamb for that. I don't give a fuck.
Nah, I don't think I'm ready to give the Bills all that. Like, I don't know.
Josh Allen, 21 for 25, 320
Okay,
yards,
it's
4
one.
touchdowns, 0 interceptions against a team that they're gonna see again. That we're gonna see if they make it to the playoffs.
Okay,
They're
can
gonna see
you
the
let me? Can you
playoffs.
let me go on for a second? The Dolphins secondary looked horrible. Like, yes, okay, he did that. That was him.
Dude, Hill got locked up.
He diced them. He diced them up, and his defense came through. But he's going to have to face hard defenses, especially if he's going to go through like okay, let's say they are a Super Bowl contending team, right? What happens when they play teams like the Niners? Like I just don't see them at this pedestal that I'm going to put teams like the Niners on.
So you think they're like a tier below the Niners and
Yeah, I
Philly.
just think that I don't think they've faced a tough defense yet. And that's not a knock to Josh Allen. He's doing his thing. And the Bills defense is also coming up, locking up Tyreek, making big stops. But it's kind of like the Cowboys. It's like, all right, can we see them play the Niners? Can we see them play a real team with a real defense and also the ability to put points on the board?
Bro, you don't think the Dolphins are a real team? Like,
I don't think
their defense is.
Yeah, I think their defense is very lackluster. I don't think that's what I'm saying. Like, I need a complete team on both ends. Like,
yeah, you see them play
What
the
made you
Chiefs.
guys think the Dolphins would win this one?
Their
me
offense.
personally, I'm just gonna say, yeah. I thought that Tua would be more explosive, and personally, I doubted the Bills' defense. That was on me. I didn't think that they would do as good of a job as they did. I thought it was going to be a complete shootout, and that Josh Allen would maybe make 1 or 2 more mistakes than Tua did, but that was obviously just not true. And Tua wasn't able to get it down at the level that he was, and they kind of just ran off with it.
Yeah, I don't know how they lost on Monday night against the Jets. Like, you literally handed them that game.
I mean, that's a good defense they faced. And that's what happened. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I want to see them play the Browns. Like that would be fun. Like I think the Browns would hold them, and that would be like a way closer game than it should be. And that's a game that we're like, I don't know. The Bills, we don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I felt pretty good about picking the Bills there. I think just because they have a good team, like, they were 3-0. The Bills were 2-1. Now they're both 3-1. Like, shit's got to balance out at some point, man.
Yeah.
To go in what's the next game we got up?
We got the Denver Broncos versus the worst team in the league and in history of the NFL.
Give Gabe a full screen for this one.
Give me the fucking full screen for this one.
Trying to show the Broncos hoodie. Fuck.
So, pretty much, Matt Eberflus and Luke Getsy just need to get the fuck out of Chicago already, dude. Stop throwing that FBI shit on me. I'm not going to make any threats to them. I'm not going to make any violent threats to them. They just need to get the fuck out of Chicago. I'm like teeter-tottering between like Caleb is him and Tank for Caleb and Fields is him because Fields finally got over 300 yards passing and threw for 4 touchdowns without even running that much. And then he turns the ball over twice. But that doesn't matter because there's still a chance at the end of the game before the pick for them to make it all right. So they could have either snuck Fields over the 1 yard or for a yard to pick up the first down, or they could have kicked the field goal and then decided to burn a timeout and run out of shotgun with Khalil Herbert instead of Roschon Johnson, and they get stuffed. And their pitiful defense, who's actually the worst in the fucking league, lets Denver drive down and get some points with the field goal. And then, we have to ask Justin Fields to like do a 2-minute drill successfully, which he like hasn't done in his career for the Bears. And yeah, we lost the game. Blew 24 unanswered points. So I don't know. Like when Fields still threw for 335, 4 touchdowns. He had like a 120 passer rating. So if we get Caleb next year, like what difference does it really make? This like complete the entire coaching staff and roster already needs to be overhauled 2 years into this rebuild. It's pretty pathetic. We're gonna get our ass kicked on Thursday night as well. So
Yeah, so I want to just say one thing about this, and I just do not understand why you don't take 3. Like, if it's me, I'm sitting there like, okay, let's take 3. Let's see if we can kick it off. Let's see if we can get a lucky bounce, get them in the 10, get them whatever. Let's take a chance,
dude.
Like,
keep going.
And then, regardless, even after it, they came down and they got 3. So let's just say the hypothetical: we take 3 and they get 3. It's a completely different situation for Fields to drive down that field with the opportunity to only be the hero.
Dude, it's like fucking malpractice. It is literally malpractice. I don't understand. Okay, the first 3 weeks, I was like, Fields is playing like shit. You can blame the coaches all you want. He needs to play better. Play better, dog. He had 120. It was like 128 passer rating. Like,
Yeah,
you got to be pretty fucking efficient to get that grade.
And
And he wasn't even running. And yet,
28 for 35, 335 yards. Like, that's fucking nuts.
but it's like, yes, he had the 2. There were horrible turnovers.
You get the first down, you get the game, but just take 3. Like, if you're gonna put yourself in the position where they're gonna tie the game anyway, then you can just give Fields, like, he's totally gonna be the hero. If you give him a position to go down the field and just get a field goal and walk it off at home after the game he's having, he's gonna do it. But now you do this dumbass shit, fail on 4th, give him the ball at what, like the 30, 40-yard line instead of possibly getting a kick. And then, yeah, they obviously go down there, take 3, put you in a position where he's going to throw that pick. Like, I feel bad for him. That's what I said after the game. I said, I genuinely feel bad for Fields because that's not his fault.
And we're sitting there, and after that first score in that third quarter, like, you could feel the energy change. Like, you could feel like, damn, like they're really about to choke this game.
Okay, the fumble and the blah 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 and
a fumble and the pick are 100% his fault.
Okay, that's his fault. The defense letting up 4 scores like that is not his fault.
But
the
still,
play calling on 4th and 1 is not his fault.
Fields didn't come through when it mattered.
Coaching's awful. Yeah,
when it was clutch time, bro, it was mid.
They were consequential turnovers. They were consequential turnovers.
I see. I think. Yeah, I know.
That's a blunt truth to it, but you can't ignore the other shit as well.
They didn't set him up for much. They didn't put him in the position.
It's just like 24 unanswered points. Like, dude, like, what happened for all of that? It's like someone's got to be accountable for that stuff.
Okay, stop calling pass plays as well. Can't draw something up. Your defense can't get a takeaway. Like, you guys think there has to be accountability elsewhere. Like, you can't just say, "Oh, our quarterback fucking sucks. I don't know what to do." There has to be accountability elsewhere.
Everything.
Or it's never gonna work.
Everything about that team sucks.
Like, how
The
long are you?
offensive line,
Like,
yeah.
what are you gonna do when Caleb Williams gets the worst fucking play calls ever and his defense can't do shit? Are you gonna say, "Oh, Caleb Williams, you got to be better. You got to just do everything"? Like, no, there has to be
There has to be support. There has to be support for them. Yeah.
You can't just demand Fields to be clutch and win games when he has nothing going right on his side.
Dude, Fields would look
Give
like
him
so great
one
with LaFleur or
takeaway.
some shit.
Give him one takeaway on those 4 unanswered, or there's 3 scores. Like, do something, force a fumble, get your hands on a ball, like make them punt. Like, it's just anything.
Yeah, nobody else on that team is doing anything besides him. So it's really hard for me to just blame him.
So yeah, I will sit here and I will be devil's advocate for Fields because I genuinely don't think it is 100% his fault. I will say it's not his fault, but I do not think it is 100% his fault. I think it's not majority his fault.
We all took the Broncos in this one.
Yeah.
Next game, Browns versus Ravens. We did pick before Deshaun got ruled out, but still, Gavin had the Ravens.
The Ravens. I think the Raven. I tweaked. I think the Ravens would have won this one.
Yeah, they might have won
retrospect.
either way.
I think the Ravens fluked the week prior.
I hate when they do that because then they make me want to be like, oh, they're going
Yeah,
on
they're
the
fake.
Yeah.
No,
Honestly,
they're
this
like
whole league is fake.
Lamar is playing like Russell Westbrook, like MVP type ball right now. He's just doing it all,
like
carrying
2017
it
Russ.
in. He doesn't give a fuck. He's
I'll
like,
keep
dude, he
mine.
literally there was that first touchdown. Lamar went down the field and literally just you could see it. He's like, I'm doing this shit myself today, bro. Like whatever. And he just took over and won the game. Defense did what they had to do, harassing DTR. Felt bad for DTR. It seemed like he was not ready to play an NFL game at all. Really rough to watch.
Preseason champ.
Whatever. Lost the pick on that one. It's tough, but Lamar looks awesome.
Yeah. Do not bet against the Ravens.
We'll keep it short. I just, that's what I was banking off, that Lamar was just going to kind of do whatever he wanted. And the Browns, I didn't see that. Like, if they were going to play like that consistently, like, they were a legit team this year. Like, I didn't see them doing that consistently that many weeks in a row, especially, like,
the Titans look good.
It's divisional, like, this is Lamar's year. They're banged up, and then especially in that situation, that is when Lamar's just like, all right, I kind of through this week, kind of just got to go out there and do it. And so yeah, he did. That was my thinking off that. Yeah, didn't know Deshaun was out, but I don't think it would have been a different outcome.
Then,
yeah, I thought we were gonna see more from DTR, but like Ravens defense is tough.
what's the next one?
Let's see. We got this one's sad. Titans at I don't know where it was. I think it was in Nashville. Right?
Yeah.
Bengals at Titans.
We thrashed the Bengals, made them look sad as fuck.
Dude,
it was like
your bit came to life, dude. Like that was so fucking worth it to be like, fuck the Bengals. Like you guys own them.
Like, I'm pretty sure I picked the Bengals because I'm like, if we win, we win. If I pick the Bengals, which like should be the more likely outcome. But then it's like, I'm like, dude, like, fuck the Bengals, like, whatever. Like, they went off a fluke field goal, like, beat us by 2 points. It's like, bro, I don't know what happened, bro. Like watching this game, you're just kind of like, the Bengals are kind of buns, bro. Like, the Bengals
Jamar's open, bro. Jamar's fucking open.
And, like, hilariously, I was giving their D-line all this credit in prior weeks, and, like, they're the only thing holding them together, and then Derrick Henry ran all over them, and we were doing fucking jump touchdown passes from Derrick Henry, like he's doing like fadeaway turnaround. It's like, dude, no way we're clowning the Bengals. Like after getting thrashed by the fucking Browns, and it was like almost the same score.
That's funny.
Like we don't make sense.
Like that's such a NFL funny moment. Like the Titans thrashing them after they got thrashed by the Browns. Like it just doesn't make sense to me at all. I guess just don't go off of what you saw last year. If what you're seeing this year is like ass from the
And-
Bengals. I guess that's
and
like the lesson from this.
I'm tired of this like Joe might be playing while hurt bullshit. If he's hurt, bro, he's ass. Get him out. Like
Yeah, put someone who can like actually run the offense.
put someone who's 100% in.
But they
Why did they
had
not
Trevor
have a backup
Simeon,
quarterback?
and
Yeah.
they had Trevor Simeon, and they did not sign him to the 53. He didn't make that team.
It doesn't make it. And if Joe's like, oh no, like I'm gonna play, brother, you're being detrimental
Because
to
their
the
backup
squad
hasn't
right
played
now.
an NFL like game.
Like
a
you're
rep.
gonna have T Higgins going to sign with like the New York Giants or something. You're having
Not T.
Jamar
Higgins, probably a
Chase
Falcon.
ask out because he's like, I hate living in Cincinnati and Joe Burrow doesn't throw me the ball enough. Like these are things that are gonna start to grow until Justin Jefferson comes to the Bengals one day. But I mean, for right now, they got to figure this shit out offensively because they didn't even give their defense a chance against us. Like, I could say, like, yeah, the Titans played well, and like, yeah, we played better, but like, I don't know, you know,
No, it was sloppy. There was like fumbles. There was everything. Like
it was just like
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch this game. I just
well,
saw that the
this
Bengals
this
lost.
game was all like just Derrick Henry running, and I mean, honestly, like Tannehill had his best game passing, and he was
This is-
finding Westbrook.
Did we get a
Akinyi
D Hop
lot.
play? Did we get a D Hop play?
We almost had like a flea flicker to D Hop in the end zone, but it was like so close, just wasn't there.
No way. That's the only way my guy's like getting looks like that now. He's on flea flicker.
I mean, he was really good. I think he had like almost all of our first down on third down like
Yeah.
versions. Like D Hop like was a legitimate difference maker this week. Like when we couldn't just run it third and short. Like it was like, all right, find D Hop. Don't try to just bomb it down the field to him every time. Like that's not the only way to use him. Like let's get a fucking first down and move up the field. But yeah,
for me, as far as the Bengals go, like I just think like yeah, I don't even know what to say about them because like yeah, I feel like it's like hard for me to like look at a game and be like, okay, I know the Bengals. I've watched the Bengals for however many years. It's the same team. They're not losing to the Titans, but it's like this year, like they would lose to the Titans, and I can't. Like I gotta stop putting that bias. Like I need to base off the Bengals football I've watched this year, and to be honest, like I don't know how I feel about them moving forward. I know they play somebody who they should beat this week. I forget who it is, but it's
Cardinals.
like yeah, like dude, if Burrow's not figuring it out, like he doesn't even look like himself. They just look like a whole mess. Like it's not even like when Minnesota like is falling
Loses
apart.
those
Like,
games.
like Justin Jefferson's still having 150 yards and Kirk's still having 25 fantasy points. Like they just look atrocious. Like for
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
no offense to the Titans, but for you to get pretty much bitched by the Titans and get shut out to a field goal, like
yeah,
they're-
you couldn't even get down the field enough to like score.
like something's got to change. Like you put up 3 points on the Titans.
If it's not gonna come through the air, also like Joe Mixon's not getting it done at this point in his career.
I
Oh, he
mean,
literally
yeah,
like shot a kid, didn't he?
I think Joe Mixon is a
Fuck.
really Joe Mixon is only gonna
What the
be
fuck?
good if they're
He
already
shot a
playing
kid. No, he
No,
shot
Joe
a kid.
Joe Mixon's been
Yeah,
arrested
that's
like
right.
No,
multiple
there
times.
was kids playing with Nerf guns in his yard, and he like was like, "What the fuck?" And he shot them. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Bengals star once again facing arrest charges in April. An arrest warrant was issued for Cincinnati Bengals running back Joe Mixon on charges of aggravated menacing in early February. Like, what is he up to?
All right,
I don't know.
I don't know. But next game, very close game, entertaining game. Colts Rams.
I'm
W
believe-
Rams, bro.
not gonna lie, Gavin cursed this game.
I guess
did,
I
so-
solo picked the Rams here.
So once again, with my luck, I cook something up live. 3 out of 4 go perfect. The fourth would be the Rams to win by 16 points as they're up 20 at halftime. And then they just forget how to play football the second half, which I actually took the Colts originally to win this game, and then I watched the first half, and I'm like, oh, Rams are slaughtering them. I'm going to take them to cover this spread. Then Colts showed up, and so all I have to say about the Rams is, like, how I feel about them is they need to play full games of football because in my opinion, they left that game up to a coin toss. That game went to overtime, and it was pretty obvious to me whoever was winning that, like the way this game was going, was going to win. Like if you give Richardson the ball after just making that comeback and 2-point conversion, he's cooking you down the field for a touchdown. That game is over. So the Rams can't leave games up to the flip of a coin. Like you just can't be doing that. Especially like they're looking like with cutback, like they're gonna make the playoffs in the NFC probably. Like if you're gonna face teams like the Niners or the Eagles or the Cowboys, you have to play 60 minutes of football.
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson, 11 for 25, 200 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 10 rush attempts for 56 yards. Like, bro, he has arrived. Like,
Yeah, but Matthew Stafford's better.
Matthew Stafford
is
gets
better.
guys like 300 yard, 200 yard receiving games.
Dude, look at his repertoire of receivers. Like, look at the receivers.
Puka Nacua, 39 catches through 4 games, had his first touchdown in this one, walk off in overtime.
Yeah, I saw this girl on TikTok. She reacted to it. It was crazy.
His girl reacted to it on TikTok.
Dude, she like set up her camera.
The Rams, like, yeah, they're lucky to have gotten it done. This is a team that is capable of winning football games, but they've got to I think what'll help is, bro, you got to find some like run consistency. Like Kyron Williams isn't like running down the whole field the whole time. I mean, he had a good game.
He ran for 100 yards.
I know, but like that's not going to be every game for this guy unless he's like next up.
Yeah.
Unless we just don't know. But I don't know. I mean, Puka seems like he's next up too. But
Puka Nacua.
Yeah, Puka Nacua. I shouldn't have slept, but I mean, the Colts still could have won this though. So I don't know. I don't feel bad picking the Colts. What's the next one?
Next game, might as well call it death.
So Mark Perlman had comments about it. How do you feel?
Might as well call it death.
No, I mean I texted Mark my piece. I feel like I don't know. A lot of people are coming for Dennis Allen's head, bro. Like, yeah, I still think this defense is top 5 in the league. Like, if we're just not on the field the entire game, like this was the most atrocious offensive game I've seen with the Saints in a while. Where it was like, yeah, like whatever, you're not scoring touchdowns, but like, bro, you're just going 3 and out. Like, nothing's happening. And like Kamara had like 13 receptions, but like 33 yards, and it's like, okay, like great, you're getting him the ball like in like the pass game, but like, bro, like the plays obviously just aren't working. There was some like horrible play calling like on specific plays, and just a lot of like stupid decisions on like 3rd downs, going for like deep balls. A lot of people are saying Carr had a bad game too. Like, I don't think he had his best game at all, but like I think it's the play calling, dude. Like, it's Pete Carmichael. Like, it was like this last year.
He's a member of the Taliban.
Yeah, it was like this last year, and we like I had this. It was like this last year with Andy Dalton, and then you get Carr, and it's like, okay, who knows, maybe. And then now it's like everyone was like unanimously coming for his head. Where even like Dennis Allen like today was like, yeah, he understands, he's getting the blame, like we're working hard to fix it. So like, dude, if they don't show up this week against the Patriots, like, you better be fired.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with Dennis Allen. He's like, yeah, it doesn't really make sense to fire him 4 weeks in. Like, I agree, but like, dude, if this happens for 2 more weeks, like, so we played New England and then Houston, and like, I think Houston's a good team, but like, still, like, we gotta, I don't know.
You gotta give Stroud like a welcome to the league moment.
Yeah, and we should beat both those teams.
Yeah.
The defense looks. I mean,
and Baker looked great.
Yeah. So here's the thing. It's like the defense looked good. They were doing their best at what Baker was just dishing out at them, which I honestly was very surprised with. He looked good. He looked poised. He didn't look shook up at all, even though the defense was making big plays. But yeah, man, the Saints offense, it looked rough. They looked shaken up. Like they really were like, we can't, like, they just.
I mean, you have like all the players, like Alvin Kamara in the locker room. He's saying like, yeah, we have to have the tough conversations now. Like
Yeah.
he was like, bro, like we had this offense that was rolling, and like he was obviously saying with Breeze, and he's saying ever since then, like it just hasn't been the same. But it's very true.
It's like you have so many guys, and you
Because
can't.
like, dude,
can't
you
get
could
it.
blame it.
Olave
You could
against
blame it on
Titans, that's
Jameis or
like,
like the
come on.
quarterbacks we had. But like, dude, like I think Carr is a way better quarterback than Jameis. Like, and I don't think Carr has to do much to make this team successful on the offensive like front. But like, dude, like he's looking like Jameis or like Ian Book. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's bad.
It's just like very
I mean, you can
it's
even
clear
break it
signs
down
of a
to
bad
play
system.
calling.
Yeah, and it's a lot of people
Yeah.
are saying like just get out of like the Sean Payton era, like just because all these dudes are like from that era.
Yeah.
And
I
I
mean,
I don't
get
wanna
that
break it
too.
down
I don't
to
know. I actually do like Dennis Allen a lot better this year. Like last
I mean,
year I
the
was
system-
not key on him, but I don't know.
the system is to get them to play like Drew Brees in 2018.
And it's
Like, I'm
just, dude,
convinced.
yeah.
And
Well, and it's, dude,
taxpayers-
maybe that shit would work with Drew Brees.
taxpayers are
Just 'cause,
paying
like,
for the stadium.
yeah.
I don't want to break it
Taxpayers.
down to specific
Taxpayers are
plays,
paying for the stadium.
but
Bro,
something that
taxpayers are paying for the stadium.
That's blasphemy.
They're
dog.
literally killing the city.
And it sucks too because the offensive line was like the one thing that needed to improve, and they
Yeah.
improved. But like, just the
Derek
play
Carr
calling
wouldn't
was
throw
so
the
bad.
ball.
That or he just made bad. Like he literally didn't connect on a deep ball.
I mean,
And like one of them, Olave should have caught. But
you're in the red zone and he throws a pick that if it's not and you somehow get a touchdown there, it's a tie game. Like it's just crucial moments like that. Like I just feel like the play calling has to be on point. They looked very panicky. It just
Yeah.
looked like they were like super skeetish, super like I
or
don't
they literally
know.
just like smoking crack out there.
Yeah, like they just don't. It's like the one thing that I liked about the Packers is in the comeback against the Saints, at least like Jordan Love and everybody, like even though we were
Oh,
in
they're
no
poised.
position, they were comfortable. Like they weren't making stupid plays. Like,
No, like dude, going as soon as it was, I think it was like 7-3 or what something. Like everyone on Twitter was like, "Yeah, this game's over," which is
they
like
just were
crazy.
freaking
Yeah.
out. Like the
And then like even
the
like
deep balls on third down. Like, hey, I don't want. And I'm not say this in no way to diss you. Bro, was slant to MT. Like it's third.
no,
and
that's so that was a huge thing on Twitter today
like,
too. Like people were like, like does MT still run the slants? Bro, he's ran 10 slants this year.
Like,
Like I don't know how many of those they've even connected on. I'm assuming like one maybe. But like, bro, like what are we doing?
Like that's a
Like,
signature
it's-
play.
yeah,
like,
Signature
third
but
and
it's
seven
also the perfect move
this
to get
play.
a third down conversion. Like there's
Yeah,
simple
that's
shit
what I'm
that
saying.
should just be like
Third and
it
six,
shouldn't
third
be
and
that
seven,
hard to
third
think
and
about.
8. Throw MT his damn slant. Like, come
Mhm.
on.
Yeah, and then like I don't know, we didn't have our full defense because like some dudes are injured, but like Mike Evans was out pretty much the majority of the game, and then the other like I think where we lost the game for sure was the Baker threw a pick in the end zone.
Yeah.
And then we got the ball at the 1, and we handed off to our fullback who has had 7 carries in his NFL tenure, and he hasn't touched the ball since last year. And he does a fullback dive off like from the 1 yard line and fumbles. And then it there was like 30 seconds going into half, like we were gonna fullback dive and then kneel to go to half. And it's
Yeah.
just as soon as the fumble, it's like okay, yeah, like Baker's about to score here, and they did. And then it was like 14-3.
Then that's fucked.
it was
'cause
wraps.
so far behind, and yeah.
Yeah.
So prayers for the Saints. Do you think you guys get it back on track like this year? In terms
I
of
mean,
putting it in the division?
Dude, like right now, it's looking like another 7-10 year. To be honest, like it's not
Yeah.
looking good.
Sad.
Yeah, I picked the Saints.
Yeah, we
I
all
would
had Saints.
stop believing in the Bucks, and then it's like I don't know what to believe because it's like next week I'm gonna want to believe in the Bucks, and then I'm gonna be like no, and then I should have, even though I was like they're not gonna have a good 2 weeks in a row. Fuck that, you know.
I mean, it's just crazy. Like everyone was making fun of like Todd Bowles last year just because like he took over, and obviously he was the defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
But like, bro, him and Baker, like, obviously, like I'm sure the offensive coordinator is very involved there, but like him and Baker are like awesome right now.
Yeah.
Like say what you want about Baker, but he's 3-1.
Yeah,
He's been balling. So
means former number 1 overall pick. He's got to play like it.
next game, whoever played the Eagles, we all had the Eagles.
Commanders played the Eagles.
It's actually
Mark
Closer.
Philman's
Hey,
team.
objects in the mirror closer than they appeared of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Like,
should not. I
Eagles-
mean, we skipped
Commanders
over.
are a good ball club. Or at least they play like a good ball club.
They played well, and the Eagles have areas where they could play better. And AJ Brown is really good.
Yeah, AJ Brown just like I don't know. He just like committed an act of violence on Emmanuel Forbes, like the ultimate welcome to the league moment for a rookie. And he just completely bullied him.
Like, this game was only decided by a field goal by Jake Elliott, but like, man,
In
like
double
it should never have been at that.
single overtime? No, not double. Yeah,
Nah,
it
that
was
was
single. I don't know what I'm smoking. Saying double overtime. I'm tweaking.
you're smoking, brother.
I was
Um,
thinking of some college game. Yeah. I don't know. I'm tweaking.
Smoking crack, brother. Yeah, Eagles good. We all knew Eagles.
Yeah.
Yup.
What's the next one?
Next game, Vikings. Whoever they played.
They were at
all
the
had Vikings.
Panthers.
I'm just gonna say that the Vikings
80
need.
yards, 2 TDs.
The Vikings need something, dude.
Kirk is
They
ass.
were struggling. They were They were genuinely. There was a point in this game where it's like, holy shit, the Vikings might go 0-4.
Yeah, you know what's so funny, bro? In the one game they win, their offense was the worst, probably.
Yeah, for sure. Like they were not getting it done until like the plays where Jefferson was just like, throw me that shit, I'm making a play.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the Panthers defense is
Well,
like
for
decent.
night-
I didn't watch much of this game either. I just
genuinely
saw they
do.
were all turning the ball over. Kirk had 2 interceptions. Bryce Young had like a fumble 6. Like it was just bad
Alexander
offense.
Madison ran 17 times for 95 yards. Cam Akers ran 5 times for 40. Not bad.
So like yeah, it
Kirk
seems
Cousins 12 for 19, 139 yards. Like, not what you want.
they clown fields for that where I'm from, Vikings fans, but I don't know.
where I'm from.
I haven't heard much out of that camp.
Panthers are still tanking to help the Bears. They're the Bears'
Dude,
allies this season. So
Best franchise of all time, the Carolina Panthers.
what's the next one?
Steelers at Texans.
Okay.
Dude, we knew. Those who knew. CJ Stroud is here. CJ
I
Stroud,
feel like
his
This
offense
like
is
sucks
block.
because I feel like I
Second
don't
leg
do
block.
this when I solo ride and like pick the game. Like I feel like I don't know. I
Fuck
might
it,
just have
bro.
to start doing that.
It depends on the solo ride. Like, bro, y'all were like the Bills, bro. Or
Bro, y'all picked
The
Titans
Dolphins.
last week, and I picked the Browns. Like, I don't know. Okay.
Okay,
But-
well, for
wait,
me,
you picked the Titans against the Browns? Like,
this was my play of
You
the
guys all
week.
had
Like, to be honest, like I was super hot on the Texans. That's why I was so.
I think the
Yeah.
Steelers, bro. I think the Steelers
I think we're also
gonna
just
win this game.
excited.
If
Like, we're
Kenny
just
Pickett did not
excited
get
about it.
injured. The writing was on the wall. It was like the Broncos versus Bears, bro. But we don't really
I
need to
don't
get into
think
that.
so. I don't think that.
Bro, they had Devin Singletary throw a pass on them.
Yeah,
bro.
like CJ turned it off at a point. Like they weren't.
Okay.
They weren't trying to put the slam on. him.
Once Kenny got out, it was like a very unserious game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when Kenny was in there, it was competitive.
But the Texans looked way
I
better.
mean, it was like it was like 10 or
Texans
13
defense was
points.
showing up. The Steelers' offense was not getting anything.
Yeah, like Matt
they
Kent,
were
like
not even moving to the
Antonio
left side
Brown.
of the
I don't think
field.
you guys
Antonio
watched the
Brown
second
needs
half.
to be their OC. Antonio Brown needs to be their OC. Genuinely. Like I think that's the only way they start winning
Let's
games.
see,
with Kenny
second
Pickett.
half.
But congrats to
field
CJ Stroud for
goal,
not throwing a
turnover
pick.
on downs.
The
punt,
CJ Stroud is
End of quarter.
He's elite talent.
But
in
next
NFL.
game, we got the Chargers versus the Raiders.
Okay, this game, the Raiders. I didn't fucking know Aiden O'Connell was gonna play, and that shit almost was still good. They were so close still. That was a good game. Devontae Adams scored a touchdown in that game.
Yeah. that
Josh
was-
Jacobs had his breakout game. He's here.
Prayers to
Aiden
them. not
Aiden
giving me
O'Connell
the
from Purdue. Like, what was it?
Yeah, he's from Purdue.
Like, Madden generated guy. At least the one thing he understood well, just throw it to Devontae.
Yeah,
He
I mean that's
understood
pretty
that.
much a successful game plan for anybody.
Herbert fractured his left finger on his left hand, his non-throwing hand, and injured a nail or some shit. But
He should be good to go, right?
yeah, I mean
Yeah,
Herbert
bye.
also having probably his like least big game of the year. I mean, they kind of like I'm sure the injury played a part, but
And he
like
got that late hit where his entire bench pulled up for him. Like,
you love to see stuff like
yeah,
that.
you love to see it. Like, they're just a bunch of guys, bunch of football
Yeah.
guys.
I think the most concerning thing for the Chargers is like you didn't score in the second half at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like you need to like
this is how they lost that playoff game last year.
yeah, like it's
Like,
just like
they
you
just
can't
stopped
let this
scoring.
kind of stuff happen, man. Like you have such a good offense. Like even if you have to, I mean, is Josh Kelly just ass? Like
I don't know. I mean, it could be. It
Quentin
really could be.
Johnston had probably like the most. Was that a catch of the weekend? Like it was just a weird game for them, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it was a catch on a different note.
Maybe. 2-2 split there. Oh well.
Next 4 games we all had the same, and they were all correct. Cowboys versus the Pats.
Third leg
Niners
of my
force. I don't even know who the Niners played.
Niners
The
played
Chiefs versus the
hard.
Jets and Seahawks versus the Giants.
Oh,
Back
Yeah,
games at
these-
MetLife.
These were all pretty like
ass.
Dude, those teams like always play in the late states. and it's
Cowboys
usually pretty-
38-3 win over the Pats. The Pats are fucking
Pats are done.
they're buns. They need
They're
to clear
done.
house.
Mac Jones is done.
Bill, your job security's over.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
What? At what point do they like? Hey, Bill. We
Dude,
love
when he
you.
wants
Thanks
to
for
fucking
everything."
retire.
All right, man. Well, I'm sure that'll win you a lot of football games.
We're like
Dude,
4
it
years
fucking
removed
did.
from
They
Brady.
won 6 Super Bowls.
It did. But guess
Yeah,
what?
and I don't think
It's
you
not
realize
anymore.
like how grateful Robert Kraft is,
Dude,
and that.
I'm sure he
But like,
is.
I don't
Tom
think you
Brady.
understand.
I'm just-
I don't think you understand. Bill Belichick's not going to retire until he passes Don Shula for wins.
All right,
like,
man.
The shit's deeper.
Well, what's
All
their
right,
record
man.
right now?
NFL casual.
What's their record right now?
Oh yeah, they're
I don't know.
ass.
Who's their
No,
quarterback?
Robert Kraft. No, come on, dude. Robert Kraft enjoys having a terrible team that is going to struggle to win Don Shula's record.
That's what I'm saying. Like that. Okay. Like yeah, you're right. He's not gonna get fired. He's not gonna leave.
Yeah.
Because they
gonna-
tell
they're
him
just
to.
Why are
gonna-
you saying
They're just
that?
gonna suck because they're gonna suck.
They're going to take 6 seasons for him to win Don
gonna
Shula's
suck.
record.
That's
They're gonna
fine.
suck. Okay.
That's
Like,
terrible
yeah.
for
That's
your
that's fine.
franchise.
No, that's fine.
I'm not a
They're just
Patriots
gonna-
fan. How does that affect me?
No, Ben.
you're-
all
so
right.
you're
All right. You
saying
deserve
Pats
the NFL
mindset-
casual
You're
name.
saying
after
the
this
Pats
shit,
mindset
dog.
is like, let's
What?
burn the franchise so that a guy can get a win record for coaching. Like, let's just
Dude,
fucking be
like,
ass. Like,
Bro, this man is literally the GOAT of football.
what have they done in the past 4 years since Brady left?
Made the playoffs and fucking almost beat the Bills.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. That's what Mr. Canry said. Cowboys -6.5. Should have given them more. 49ers, Josh Dobbs.
I
Wasn't
took the Cardinals to cover in this game, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I talked you into
Always
that.
doing
I
it.
talked you into that. I'm sorry. I believed it, but they're
49ers
they
are that
just-
good.
I don't know why.
Oh yeah.
Wait, yeah.
I mean,
Cowboys
I wish-
must not. Like, what is by transitive property? This means that the Cowboys are not that great. But
Yeah,
I mean,
Be a transitive
I don't know.
property. The Cowboys are bad. That makes the Patriots super ass.
yeah,
Because they're worse than the Cardinals.
the Cardinals would kick their ass, but it's fine because they have Bill Belichick coaching for them.
Okay.
at least from the cover's sake, Gabe, it was honestly kind of there the whole game. Like it was a lot.
It was, and they pulled away at the end. So
Yeah,
Christian McCaffrey.
yeah.
4
MVP.
TDs.
Touchdowns.
MVP.
Or four or five? How much?
4.
Four. A lot of touchdowns.
Offensive Player of the Year.
50 fantasy points. Good entertaining game from him. Chiefs Jets. We had some JETS chants in the watch party, but that must have been a casual thing because the real ones knew that was never coming.
Yeah, because it got scripted. But like, say why you knew it was never coming.
Because the script is written before the game starts.
All right.
That's why. What, do you think I live decided? Yeah, the Chiefs are winning this one. That's why we all picked them before the game. Like,
But like, because we thought they were gonna pummel the Jets and Zach Wilson, but like the Jets were actually in the game, and it should have been a pick that was not called back, in my opinion.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's like a deceiving.
questionable- very
it's a
questionable
deceiving
ref
3
game.
points. It's a deceiving 3-point win.
Yeah, because the Jets would have smoked them with Aaron Rodgers because Mahomes was throwing picks left and right. But
Dude, Zach Wilson played a good game. Like I
Yeah,
don't
he
know
looked
how
really
much
good.
would have been.
I agree.
Yo, how about Buddy after asking Chris Jones and being like, he was garbage. Like, you must have watched film. He's like, nah, man. Like Zach Wilson's a good player. He's like, what? He's like, excuse me. Like, bro, come on, man.
Bro, like, how
Clown
the
ass
fuck are
guy.
you going to clown an NFL player on live television?
They're
Like,
literally the best
you'd
in
be
the
like,
world.
you could have, like, your whole job as a reporter is to, like, yeah, maybe that's the point and the narrative you're trying to get across, but, like, you have to say it in a fucking professional manner. Like, what do you think about Zach Wilson struggling? Did you make Zach Wilson have to pass against you? But, like, how can you even say that when he, like, had that performance against the Chiefs? Like, I don't understand.
Good Chiefs team. Good defense.
Good
Like,
Chiefs team, good defense, constant pressure. He was making on-time anticipation throws.
You could say he's
Yeah.
been learning from Rodgers. I mean, they had the Rodgers and then the Swift, and they kind of like made that a thing. And
Yeah.
I think we're done. I think everybody's done with the Taylor Swift stuff now.
I was done last week.
Yeah,
Like,
I think last week I'm like, oh, haha, that's gonna be like funny, and then it's like they did like the Carson Daly voice intro and shit, and it's like, all right, like
we're done with this.
yeah,
bro.
it's like this is gone too far.
I ain't trying to see this shit.
Auto, I mean, Kelsey was in like 8 different ads. It's coming a lot.
Industry plant.
Yeah, he it's weird. Makes you think. But
Yeah, look up Stephen M. Greer, and you'll
look up.
learn more about these
Nope.
phenomenons.
Nope. New Jeremy Corbell podcast drops tonight. That's dropping tonight as of October 2nd, or dropping tomorrow night as of October 3rd.
October
I
3rd.
am
Okay, so
apparently
that drops today later because this will be up probably, I'm assuming, before. So make sure you go check out.
I need to do my ACC segment though.
Oh, okay.
So today, Gavin started something and gave me the presidency of it, and he is the vice president. The ACC, the Anti-Cocaine Collective. We are here to stop people from doing cocaine. So, you need help. Let us know.
Yeah, reach out if you are struggling with cocaine and substance abuse due to your college fraternity. We're here for you.
Yeah, we're here for you. And if you ever like just go hang out with your friends somewhere and you just get into a wrong situation, like we can help you.
Say no to
All right.
cocaine.
Yeah, say no to cocaine. Shout out to
If
ACC.
you ever get in trouble, just hit us up on Twitter at NWH Pod. We will DM back if you hit us up in the DMs like, yo, I'm in a bad situation. I don't want to
Okay,
do
no,
this
we
coke."
cannot promise that.
We're like a hotline.
No. Okay. All right.
So, fellas, that was the week 4. We're a quarter of the way through the season, so we'll be back. We're recording this Monday. I'm assuming we'll record Wednesday, so next pod will be up in a few days with predictions. But make sure to subscribe and make sure to tune into the next one because my lay did hit, so you're gonna want to get the next one. We're going 1 for 1 next week.
Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching.
Glock goes blah 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 blah.